Okay, we're continuing on with Revelation chapter 13, and that's a beast from the sea. And I stood upon the sand and of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from the heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. It's supposed to be on. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, so we're going to end off here, Revelation chapter 13, 18. Tomorrow we'll get into book of Revelation chapter 14. So I encourage you to get the Strong's Concordance. It helps you with definitions and the root words. I'm using the Holy Bible King James Version with the Strong Concordance. With any version of the Bible, you'll get an understanding, no matter give or take a few verses or paragraphs are missing out of some of the newer versions, but you'll still have definitions. I recommend the Blue Letter Bible. It's online, but there is a section on the Blue Letter Bible website where you can request for a free CD to be mailed to you. And I did that already. So if you don't feel comfortable with online apps, get the CD. It has the Strong's Concordance. It's only the King James Version, but again, with the Strong's Concordance, it's so much more easier to understand. Again, it gives the definitions of the root words that were found in the scrolls. I also want to say pray, be vigilant, ask God to tell you what is His and what is not of His. If you see your church backsliding, stand up in the middle of the congregation and say something. If they, you know already, don't argue with them. Walk out. Find like-minded people. I see an increase in things, not just amongst us. The more we increase in God and decrease in ourselves, the more the other side increases, because they're fighting that. They don't want you to do that. They want you to stay in the flesh. So the more you decrease this and increase God, the more they're going to increase. And I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it. So I want to point out that in a earlier video that I did, in the end of the video, I usually do my commentaries at the end of the video. I stated that we weren't in the last days yet. We're in the beginning of birth pains. So we're like, but I've noticed that it's starting to do this. Okay, the reason how I noticed that is because we've got people fighting over the stupidest little things constantly. Okay, you got, of course, the Christians fighting with the Scientologists, the people of science. Not so much with the other spirituality people, which is kind of, I wouldn't say weird. I'm gonna say that they're sitting there in the back just laughing at all of us right now. Okay, they think it's funny, but you're going head to head a lot. Christians are amping up, and there's a lot more resistance. There's a lot more blaspheming going on, and I hate to say this, but it's because the Christians are antagonizing those people. You're causing them to be blasphemous. Remember that. The moment they start saying bad things about God, you caused them to say it. Stop arguing. Stop arguing with them. They're rejecting it. Move on. Okay? Another thing I noticed is all these things that we're seeing are happening simultaneously now. They're not, this happened first, okay, there's a break, and now something else is happening. That stopped, now something else is happening. Now it's, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, and they're all happening at the same time. Just wait till it starts going. You're not going to have time to pray. Start praying. Increase your praying. Start speaking out, especially when you see your church doing something you know is not according to the Bible. It's not what Jesus told them to do. Jesus didn't tell us to argue. It even says in the book of Revelation about debating. Don't debate with people. Don't debate with them. Let the scoffers be scoffers. Let the righteous be righteous. Focus on the people who are seeking God. The people who are righteous aren't seeking God anymore. They believe they're already with God. Don't argue with the people who are saying, I don't need your God. Don't argue with them, because they're going to start saying bad things, and that's going to be them blaspheming, and you're going to be a part of that. Look for the people who are asking for help. Those are the people that you need to be talking to. The people asking for help right now. And it may not be them verbally saying it. They may be saying, I haven't been able to pay my bills in months. They may be saying, I have no food. They may be saying, I can't send my child to school anymore because of the things going on there. Reach out to those people. Yeah? Get involved in your children's lives. Start talking to them. Even if they start arguing with you, they're children. Tell them as much as you can, because you might not be here when the tribulation comes, and they might still be here. And it's going to make a big difference of them remembering if mom or dad told them this was going to happen, or if mom and dad just let them go off and be angry. If I'm wrong in any way, may God correct me. Love you guys. God bless you. Keep vigilant.